Okay, we're going to show you my my meat smoker. I use this for smoking deer jerky, sausage, pork chops, hams, that sort of stuff. So the smoker, I made it out of a old pizza oven. It's a pizza warming oven, actually, not a real oven. Got the doors. It's got shelves for my racks to put my meat on. I make my own alder chips out of the alder trees I have growing here. Bit of a drip tray. I got the side burner off a barbecue in there. I just use a cast iron pot. Put my chips in there and it'll catch on fire with the propane. When you're doing sausage links, just some wooden dowels or strips. You just hang your sausages over. Put lots of them in there. Hang a whole bunch of sausage. For jerky, we use these old oven racks. I just go to the dump and just pull out maybe 30 oven racks. Try to get them all nearly the same so it's all looks the same. You lay your jerky on that or your pork chops, whatever you're smoking. So we'll get the camera here and we'll get a closer look. So here's the burner I used. Just put a little piece of metal across, screwed the side burner off of an old barbecue. Just took it off an old barbecue, put it in there, rigged up a propane line. Got a big drip tray underneath for catching grease and stuff. The one improvement that I say that a person would be really good to do is put an angled roof on the top so that any condensation will run to the back and down instead of dripping back out onto your meat. I think that would be a nice improvement. When I build them out of refrigerators, I put a refrigerator upside down so the freezer's on the bottom. I gut it out, put my racks in with a ready rod, so you have little shelves, and I'll end up cutting the top off on an angle and put a piece of plywood there, shingle it, make a little vent for the smoke to come out, and that's what I use for my fish smoking. I just haven't built one lately. I gave my last one away. So on this side here we got some little vents so we can shut down the air if you want to let less smoke out. Got one on each side. This thing works great. Oh, my towel back in there. So I drilled a hole, used a little plumber's putty, and stuck a temperature gauge in the side. And I like to make jerky. I like to make a chewy jerky, so I try to get it out into hot smoke. You know, I got my heat rate in the bottom. I like to get up to 160 degrees in there so that the meat dries out and cooks a little bit, so it's shelf stable. So this thing on the back here, it was originally rigged up with a 1500 watt electric element in the bottom, and that wasn't really burning my chips very well, so I yanked that out. I still have it, I could put it back. And I just run a propane bottle out the back. I bring my barbecue tank over here, hook it up. And when we do our jerky smoking in the fall, it works pretty good. You just fire it up and let the heat get the chips going, and it does a pretty good jerky. I've made quite a bit of jerky in this unit. And this was gotten, you know, it's an upcycled, reused unit. I got this from a pizza place that was closing down in Vernon there, and guy gave it to me. You know, the scrap metal alone is probably $100. It's all aluminum, but we ended up using it for this, and it's pretty damn good. It's got wheels on the bottom, but I usually put it up on bricks, keep the wheels out of the ground, make it last longer, and it sits here for years. I've had this particular smoker for 8 years, and it's been doing really well. You know, if the amount of money that I've put into this, reusing junk that would have been normally thrown out. You know, the side burner, that would have just gone to the dump. The old cast iron pan, you get those all over the place, really cheap. Flea market or something, a couple bucks. All the parts in this were free. The only thing that I paid for was this meat thermometer. They're like $4, and I had it for years. I just got myself a new one for the house and used the old house one for here. So you make yourself some pretty nice stuff. Okay, well, my battery died there in the camera, so I had to charge it up, finish off this video. So, you know, for very little inputs, you know, I've put minimal money into this. A person can make himself some pretty good smoked meats, and you know, it's really easy to do. So I'd suggest if you got room and got the time, you should do it. Anyways, I'm going to wrap the video up here, and thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video project. See you later.